Welcome to another episode of Elixir Talks. Today we will discuss two crucial concepts for real estate investing: the principle of progression and regression. These two make a lot of difference in the final outcome of our investment. Let us understand how. The principle of progression states that the presence of superior homes around a property increases the property's value. Essentially, the thumb rule of investment should be to buy best property type and style you can afford in your budget, in the best neighborhood. To clarify, suppose the median sold price of detached properties in our community is 800k, and you purchased a property which needs update, and since it requires some work, you get it at a bargain price of 725k. This would be considered a great investment. The fact remains that after doing the necessary remodeling, the property would command its value. The reason is that the neighborhood homes are selling well and are in excellent condition. In Greater Toronto area, you can find various pockets, mainly adjacent to the lake, like Rosebank community in Pickering, Lone Park and Mineola communities in Mississauga, Bronte East and West communities in Oakville, Shore Acres and Roseland communities in Burlington, Newton Brook East and St. Andrew Windfields in Central Toronto, Princess Rosethorn in Toronto West, etc. These are some of the great locations within the GTA, and you can find many more where the neighborhood is premium, and because of the principle of progression, the real estate will multiply its worth in the coming years. In these communities, since real estate is in demand for custom home development, people want to get into these upscale communities and build their custom homes. When you buy an old detached house on a decent 60 to 80 feet frontage lot in these locations, your real estate will automatically appreciate at a reasonable rate by the principle of progression. The reason is that new money and investments are being pumped into these neighborhoods, and with newer multi-million dollar detached homes coming up in the area, the whole area will have a lift. The opposite is the principle of regression, which states that the presence of inferior real estate around a property will bring its value down. If a subdivision is going through a decline phase and the original homeowners are moving out, no one is maintaining or taking care of the properties in the neighborhood. In such neighborhoods, if you pay a premium price for a very well kept home, it will not hold its value. The value will be pulled down due to the unkempt and non-updated properties around the subject. This is why when we purchase real estate, we need to review the subject, and it is equally important to get into a decent neighborhood or subdivision. Let us take another example to make this regression principle more clearer to you. Suppose the subject property is a newer double garage detached 2-story home with 4 bedrooms and built on a 50-foot lot. However, in the back of the subject property, there are 3-story townhomes built on 18-feet lots. So in the subject, even though it is the highest property type, the homes in the back are pulling it down. Properties in the backyard will always look at 3 to 5 townhomes, and that too 3-story ones, which are towering at the back. This takes away the charm of the detached property, and the principle of regression makes the detached home less appealing. At the same time, if you are reviewing or investing in those 3-story townhomes, the principle of progression will work as a detached property in their back will make them look more open with an inviting backyard looking at just one detached property, an open clear sky. The defining rule is that when we are buying a particular property type, we should ensure as best we can that properties which are fronting or backing onto the property we are considering buying are of similar or of higher property type than the subject. This is for making sure we do well in the long run in terms of appreciation and smoothness at the time of selling. These principles advise that when considering real estate investment, we should get into a subdivision with homogeneous, similar type properties. As another example, You are trying to buy a 2-story freehold townhome, and at end of the street there is a mid-rise condo that takes away the charm of the asset you are trying to purchase. The presence of the condo building increases the density of the neighborhood where you are trying to purchase a low density, low rise asset. Therefore, it would be best if you look for another option. Thanks for watching. If you like this episode, do like and subscribe for more such content, and share with your friends or colleagues who are looking to purchase real estate and may find this helpful. Stay motivated, and I will see you soon.